Hi, Haifaa. How are you today?
Everything is fine.
Good, good. Thank you for taking the time today. This is great.
No, thank you for interviewing. Okay.
Yeah. So I actually saw the film twice. Once
Wow.
through the Tribeca Film Festival, and then a few nights ago on a screening link. And I think it just gets better every time you see it.
Oh, thank you so much, Andy. That is amazing to hear.
Yeah, no, I mean it. It was just I haven't seen a movie that good in a while. It just really it absorbs you, it pulls you in, and it sheds some light on this author's life. And I just want to commend you on the job well done.
Oh no, thank you so much, Andy. I'm so glad you enjoyed.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you originally get involved with the project?
Well, after I finished with and I thought that I wanted to make an English-speaking film, and my agent sent me scripts, and one of them was Mauritian. And I was I wasn't sure when the test was like serious, or English, and I was Saturday, so I wasn't sure that I would relate to the story, or I am the person to tell it. I just there is so many, but when I read the story, it was amazing, and I fought for it. I loved her spirit. I loved that scene in the conservative England, and she asserted herself, and she had her own voice, and she was something that is not similar to anything else. It was totally hers. So I felt so inspired and really loved the story, and I really wanted to tell it. And I had meetings with Amy and everybody, and just so I'm glad things worked out.
They definitely did. So what was it like working with Elle Fanning?
It was wonderful. I come from a world where I work a lot with non-professional actors, in Saudi we don't have a lot of real people. A lot of casting is hands on real people, so you cast people who look like the child, like the role or something, and you are always there to through the emotions. But with Elle, it's amazing to work with someone who has so much craft and so much talent. She elevated a lot of the child, and she brought a lot of life to it. And one of them, we wanted really to shock people also how young Mary Shelley was when she wrote the book, but also for someone who's very effortless in their acting and elegance, because there is the role itself can fit into melodramatic if it is because of a lost child and the relationship with her husband, but we wanted someone who brings cinematic kind of performance.
Right.
And Elle was amazing because of her. She's such a wonderful person to work with, but also as an actress, she has that effortlessness and subtle performance that is amazing.
She's definitely a star to watch, and only 20 years old. It's amazing.
It's amazing, right? Yeah. I don't know what I was doing when I was 20 years old. Probably lost between classes in college.
So what was it like working with the rest of this incredible cast?
I really enjoyed working with all the cast. Not just with the thing he wrote. I remember when it was difficult to cast Percy because we wanted someone. It's a dramatic character that does a lot of not very nice stuff, and we wanted someone who does not justify it, but also brings complexity to the character. And when I met Douglas, it was the right person. He was he's charming and really handsome, but it is also there's a kid in him, and this boyish charm that I felt brings recklessness to the character that we want to see. So it was wonderful to work with him and Elle, and Bill, of course. She was a wonderful actress. And she can act with her eyes. Those big blue eyes were wonderful. Just to say that, she can bring a lot of emotion through her eyes. So I really enjoyed working. And Tom, of course, Tom Third. I really enjoyed working with really young actors because they had so much energy and they were so excited to be on set, and so it was a very fun show.
Nice, excellent. Now, what was it like researching Mary Shelley's life?
I was a literature major, so I knew a little bit about Mary Shelley, and I really didn't, but I didn't stop at her. Like, I studied the book, and it was like female writers, and she was one of them. But when I started, like, searching her and knowing more about her life, it was really sad. I felt like she created this amazing book, and she created a whole genre, and nobody gave her so much credit for it. She was always taken for granted, and that was really sad. And one of the things, like, also, like, everybody starts the book as a masculine book because it deals with life and philosophy, with big concepts. They don't expect it to come from a woman. But everything in Frankenstein was a result from her experience in life as a woman. A lost child, losing her mother, dealing with her husband, this exhausting relationship with him, trying to understand him, trying to figure out her voice and the weight of her legacy of her parents. So it was all like the book was a direct. The correlation between her life and the book was so astonishing, and so I felt like it broke my heart knowing more about her. And as women, I felt we need to give her more recognition, and because that helps us as women to grow when we have this solid ground of legacy that we can
And now the film definitely has a strong message of females overcoming obstacles. What do you hope audiences take away from the film?
I hope young girls, when they see the film, they get inspired, and they see that they can do everything. They don't have to be only teachers and nurses. They can be astronauts and mathematicians and go places where nobody else went. And I hope that they don't see their gender sometimes as a hinder or an obstacle in doing things that they are really passionate about. Because that's where I come from. Always people was an obstacle to do anything. So I hope when they see that film, they can feel that they can do anything.
Nice, excellent. So the film is so authentic. What was it like recreating the 1800s?
I had a really amazing crew with me, and we shot in Europe. So there was we are close to. And we shot, but it was difficult really. We shot a lot of the exteriors in Dublin. England was very expensive for us. We were very precious what they're building. There are a lot of codes, and you cannot do this, you can't do that. So it was difficult for us to shoot in London. Ireland, where they were more lenient with all that, but we didn't get a lot of money to spend in Ireland for the co-production. But we got money from Luxembourg. Okay. So we had to build a studio in Luxembourg, and so sometimes we will there are some scenes where Elle is an outside. We will take that in Dublin, and then we will finish the rest of the scene in Luxembourg. I was really difficult. It was. We had a great practice. The art designer, art partner, did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
But just keeping the energy in the scene and all. And maintaining the same level of acting. Yeah, it was needed all of us to be on the same page, but it was really it was challenging in that way. But every film has comes with its own life, so I think it was fun really to play around with those things.
Okay. What was it like on set? Did the cast and crew hang out when the cameras weren't rolling?
Oh yeah, especially in Luxembourg because it was small and we were all staying in the same hotel. So it was really fun, just we became like a family, so and working with each other and just so it was really it was very intense in the way because we didn't have a lot of money and so that is what working was real working. We had to meet our schedule and we had to go against weather, for example. There are so many scenes that the scene with the girls coming down the stairs, for example, we built a whole roof because I wanted it to be on the roof. And then it rained, so it's all gone. The roof, it was all muddy and everything, and we had to move it. And they told me we had only half an hour to shoot that. So we didn't have an hour. So it's kind of like, yeah, that is like, this is, when you're doing independent films, I like that.
Yeah.
You really need to meet the schedule. So.
Right. Now, were any other actresses considered for the role of Mary Shelley, or was Elle always on your mind?
Elle was our first choice. It's just like, I followed Elle since her age and all that. I really love her acting, and I thought like she's an amazing young performer, and I was so happy that Amy, the producer, was on the same, and we were so in love with her after meeting her, and she liked her. It was all a flick.
All right. Now I'm curious. Are there any filmmakers out there who have inspired your craft?
I don't know if inspired my craft, but people that I admire. I admire the Coen brothers a lot. I think their dialogue is superb. I think they're amazing. I like the Dardenne brothers, all the brothers in war. There's Rebecca, a film about this young woman who, in Belgium, who was trying to have a better life, and all her struggles to get out of her circumstances and situation was a wonderful, beautiful film. So yeah, I love Jafar Panahi. He's an Iranian director, and he always brings humor and color into his films. And I think as a filmmaker from Saudi Arabia, I think when you portray a harsh role, it's nice to bring something like that, like bring it with color. Like, so it's about hope. It's not only about being sad or being a victim. It's about how can we change and move forward.
Nice. Wow. What are some of your favorite movies of all time? Top 3, if you can give me 3.
Okay, I would say, Rosetta, Fargo, and All 5.
Awesome. I love it. Very good choices. All right, so final question. What advice do you have for aspiring filmmakers out there?
To stick to their vision. And it's a tough world, and they have to fight, and not to be afraid to be judged.
Okay. Well, Haifaa, thank you so much for your time today. The film is great. I wish it nothing but lots of success, and I just want to thank you for bringing this iconic figure to the screen. It was really great.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew. Really a pleasure talking to you.
And if you're ever in Long Island, New York, feel free to stop by the studio. We'd love to have you for an in-person interview.
Oh, for sure. Thank you so much.